You expect me to say that your competition is you from last week or you from a month ago. It is. But like it or not, we compete with others. This motivates me personally. I'm going to show you how to get here and to view this competition with others without any kind of insecurity. Think of your competition as the race that you're in. Instead of the 100-meter race, we have the race of Jeffries and the race of Adonis's. Let's say you're an average guy. You don't really have much success with girls, you don't really exercise, you play a lot of video games, you watch a lot of YouTube, you know, I'm probably talking to you, aren't I? So who's your competition? You are competing against other average guys. You are currently in the race of Jeffries, which you can take as an insult, but honestly, it's something to be excited and grateful for. To win this race that you're currently in, you're competing against other average guys. You literally have to do the bare minimum. Let's say for all of these average guys, none of them do any exercise. All of them play video games all day and scroll on Instagram, right? Well, if you want to win this race, drop down and hit one push-up today, and you're winning. Too often people look at others who are far out of their league for comparison, and that does nothing but give you insecurities. Because people who are far above you aren't in your race, so they're too far out of the competition, so there's no point thinking about them. For example, a normal guy, one of the video game scrolling on Instagram all day, he looks at me and he feels a little bit hopeless. He feels like he can't compete. And honestly, quite frankly, it's true. He is no competition for me. And that is the way it should be because I have invested 6 years into self-improvement, 6 years into my body. So I'm in a race with guys who have done almost the same thing. And the original normal guy is in a race with Jeffries. Stop trying to compete against the guys who are in the Olympics when you're in set 4 PE. And so what happens is that you win your race by just being slightly better than your competition. And your competition is only really guys who are very similar to you right now. So think of your characteristics right now, how many hours you spend on YouTube, on porn, on video games, like eating junk food and all the bad habits. Well, your competition is guys who do pretty much the same things. Now, what's it going to take to beat that? What's it going to take to do a little bit more than everyone else? Because you only need to win by, the smallest amount to technically win the race. So win your race. It's kind of easy to win the race against people who are similar to you. Win your race and you level up to the next competition, and that next competition has more rewards, but it's slightly harder. Your competition is these other people, but to beat them, you focus on progressive overload. You focus on just beating your scores from last week. Think about the athletes, think about how they do it. The athlete has a track run in 3 months' time. His competition is the other athlete, but he's able to progress and become better and better through his training sessions when he tries to beat his previous week's high score. Only compare yourself to who you were a month ago, but realize that you are in a competition no matter what you do, then destroy that competition. This is how I personally view it. I am far more motivated when I think of my competition as real people than if I just stay at the level of, I'm just trying to be the best version of myself. That's good. That is a fantastic level to be at. It's better than Jeffries, who don't even do anything. But you can go one up. You can be the best version of yourself whilst also thinking, I'm going to beat those motherfuckers, bro. There's other people who do self-improvement coaching. Well, let me get my students the best result possible. Let me get my students better results than if they were with someone else. The extra competition is a good thing, but only if you view it in terms of the race that you're currently in. Imagine if I was trying to compare my business to a guy who's been on YouTube for 5 years. There's no competition, he'd wipe the floor with me. This is how athletes of any sport are able to get to such a high level. It's because they focus on their own comparison to who they were 3 months ago, 2 months ago, 1 month ago, but they keep the burning desire in their mind to beat the other team. That is so important. You have to beat the other competitor. That should be like a burning desire inside of you, because that is the animal that we are. We compete against each other for resources. Every animal does something like this. And forgetting about competing with others because you just want to focus on yourself and I'm just trying to be the best. Shut up, bro. Pussy. You're kind of using that as an excuse. I don't think about anyone else. You're using that as an excuse just because you know that when you start competing yourself against other people, you're going to be pretty low. And that's the wrong way to think about it, because if you're starting and you're trying to compete against people who would make you feel bad, who are far, far above your level, you're going to feel like shit. So one of the areas of competition that I always keep mentioning is with women. You are competing against all the guys around you to get the women, but honestly, you're competing against most of the men in the world. Hypergamy has been globalized by the internet, which means that the girl who is your neighbor, who lives close to you in Leeds in the UK, well, she's my girl too. She'll travel that far because we've connected on Tinder and shit. And all the girls in the UK, they're in our area, right? Well, all the girls in the UK are technically some Dubai prince's girl who can fly them out and then just shit on their chest. That shit actually happens, you know. It's actually nice standards you got, girls. Just for the trip you get shit on. Come on, fam. Ignoring your competition is not beneficial. Pretending it doesn't exist and just focusing on yourself isn't beneficial to you. Put the focus on yourself, put the focus on your progressive overload, but make sure you use the competition as another burning desire to win. And in business, in careers, you're competing against everyone else around you. If there's a promotion up for grabs, you and your co-workers are competing against each other. You should be focused on doing the best that you can, doing better than you did last month. But you've got to be better than all these motherfuckers around you. And the same thing for business. If there's a business that is very similar to yours, they are your competition. They are in your race. And you only have to beat them just by a little amount to win. That should be fueling you. That this shouldn't be giving you anxiety. This should be giving you like a burning desire to keep learning, to keep focusing, to get that little amount better than everyone else around you. Because with that comes all the resources of victory. You bitch ass motherfucker. Sorry about that, Sam. If you want to skyrocket your self-improvement, I want you to pause the video right now, scroll down, go to the first link in the description, self-improvement coaching. With my help, you'll get the transformation of a lifetime in a month. You like this video and you want to see more videos from me, a somewhat unconventional small YouTuber, pause the video, scroll down, click on the subscribe button right now, and turn on the post notifications. You'll get a message for my next video. I have a restricted reading section email newsletter. It's kind of like a secret club. You'll get the edge to win against your competition. Every Sunday I send out an email. It's full of value. It's about self-improvement and relationships and masculinity. I highly suggest you sign up for that. It's completely free. Scroll down right now, email newsletter link, click on that, sign up. A video has just popped up. You don't need motivation. I highly suggest you click on that right now. Take care.